What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and I mean I am back, and I'm not here for a long time because I am running late this evening. I gotta cook dinner. It is after 6:30. The sun is going down, and I think it's about to rain, to be honest with you, because there is no sun out here. It's been an overcast for the last hour, and it looked like it's about to go down. I'm here to cook a quick dinner with y'all real quick. It ain't gonna be long. Like I said, quick, cheap, budget friendly dinner. Here we go. We about to do dirty rice for dinner. Yes, I said it, dirty rice. I know that dirty rice is a whole meal. Some people think it might be a side, some people might think it'd be a whole meal. We got some chicken left over anyway. We're gonna make it a whole meal out of what we already have left over. If you don't, you can just do dirty rice as a whole meal. Trust me, ain't nobody judging you. If they are, we ain't worried about it. Ain't no judging over here. We are about to make Louisiana dirty rice for dinner outside in the backyard. Let's go. All right, first off, I have to give a disclaimer. I know, a disclaimer. Yes, I'm using Louisiana Sautéing dirty rice mix. Yes, is it cheating? Yes. Do I care? No. Are we gonna do it? Yes. Is it still gonna be Cajun? Yes. So are you judging me? Yeah, you're still probably judging because you can't help yourself. Either way it go, you about to watch this video, you're gonna get some tips, and you're gonna have something new to add to your dinner repertoire. Louisiana dirty rice in less than 30 minutes. Here we go. Let's go. All right, guys, as you see, I am in the backyard. I got my sous chef, Chef Bears. Bears, say hello to the camera. Oh, this guy, now he want to get shot. Now he wants to get shot. Either way it go, we got the Coleman butane fuel. We getting ready to break out the Coleman. We're doing some outdoor cooking today. And it's simple. We got ground turkey. We're going to be healthy today. Pre-seasoned blend, dirty Sautéing rice. Yes, I said I'm going to be quick. I could do this the long way. I could do this the long way. I could do this the long way. We're doing it the short way because I am on a time crunch right now. The freaking sun is not here and it's about to rain. Let's go to work. We got some cooking to do. Our sponsor for today's wine is Liberty Creek. If you know, you know. I told you it was gonna be a budget dinner day, and I mean the wine too. But it's good, trust me. And if you just need something to sip on while you cook, Liberty Creek is what you're sipping on. Let's get to the dinner. Let's go. We got the Coleman cranked up, heating up. Now we're gonna go ahead and drop in our ground sausage, ground turkey out the pack. Let's do its thing. Get ready to, we're gonna brown this for a little bit, so the Coleman just got to take a minute to heat up. Give it a minute. Now we want to add our seasonings. I'm gonna do some garlic powder, black pepper, little bit of salt. Of course, you know we gotta have the Tonys. You can't have a Cajun dish without Cajun seasoning. It just don't work like that. As you see, the meat is starting to brown on the bottom. I didn't need to oil the cast iron the skillet because, as you know, ground beef and ground turkey has fat included in it, and it automatically oils the pot for you and gets everything you need. So no need to add any extra oil to the skillet. Just make sure it's clean and ready to go. Mix your meat up. Make sure it's cooked evenly all the way through. Let it sit for a little bit, and then you're gonna just keep mixing it. Right now we just browning the meat. That's all we're doing, browning the meat first. This is ground turkey. You can use ground beef. You can really use whatever you want. Most people use ground beef or ground turkey as the base. So if you want to be healthier, or if you want to not be as healthy, it's up to you. Just browning it. It doesn't take too long to brown at all, and you don't have to spend too long on the browning process because it is going to cook a lot longer in the additional steps. But we just wanted to get it started on its own in the cast iron so it's not just wet. We do want that ground beef consistency, ground turkey consistency that we look for in our dishes. So we're going to get ready to go ahead and move on to the next step, which is adding the onions. All right, I went with the seasoning blend. You know, you get this for cheap at the store. You feel free to use whatever you want. This is time saving for me tonight because I am on a time crunch. So this is what we're gonna do. Seasoning blend. So we're gonna do about half part vegetable, half part meat, 50-50. Let it cook a little bit. We're gonna mix them together. So as you see, liquid's starting to build up a little bit. The vegetables, we want to soften them up. We want to cook them through. Make sure we're stirring up the meat at the same time. I just want to make sure the onions get the attention that they need to get started. They are already cooked, as you can see, so you don't have to cook these down too much. Just kind of heat them, make sure that they cooked all the way through. Like I said, we just making sure the vegetables are cooked evenly and cooked actually. So give it a minute. And then we're gonna mix it up in just a second. It's no need to add seasoning on top of your onions because you already put seasoning on your meat. When you mix the meat in together with the onions, it'll mash together, it'll blend together, and it'll be everything that you need. It'll make it all come together perfectly, and the seasoning will be there. You don't want to over season this. We can go ahead and start stirring it, mixing it together. Just letting it cook, man, letting it do its thing. The onions are still continuing to cook. The ground beef is continuing to cook. That's why I said we didn't have to go so long at the beginning on the first step, because it was going to continue to cook the whole time. Now our next step, we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients in. We're just gonna add a little bit of oil because we are using turkey. So it wasn't much oil in there in the meat to begin with. So we wanna just make sure that we add a little oil to it. Mix it up evenly. As you see, it was no oil at the bottom. Turkey is pretty lean, so we're just kind of coating it with a coat of oil just to make sure that the meat is good and moisturized, oiled up, however you want to call it, man. We are going to get out the notorious Cajun Dirty Rice mix, and we are about to throw the whole mix in there. And I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. The step by step is so easy. All you're going to do is take the contents from the bag, spread them out, pour them evenly. And then the recipe asks for 3.5 cups of water. You mix that in with the contents that are already in there, and that's where the loving is gonna come from. That's where the magic happens. Pour your 3.5 cups of water in here, and that's gonna get it started. You can also use broth, but the healthier option would be water. Now we're just gonna break up the seasoning a little bit. That's what that is, that comes in the clumps. It's the seasoning already, prepackaged seasoning. That's why I said we also didn't need to add a bunch of seasoning to it, because Louisiana does a great job at making sure that their food is already seasoned and packaged before it is shipped out. Now we're gonna just make sure everything is mixed in together before we get started. We're gonna make sure everything is mixed together evenly before we put a cover on it. We got our seasoning here. We have our rice packet. We have our ground turkey and onions and everything in here. I wish you could smell it, guys. It smells amazing right now. So now What we're gonna do next, the recipe asks you to cover it for 25 to 30 minutes. Bring it to a boil first, and then cover it 25 to 30 minutes. That's what's gonna help that rice puff up and everything gonna mix in together well. So we're gonna bring it to a boil real quick, and then we're gonna cover it up once it gets to a boil. We don't want the rice to stick, so we're gonna make sure we're just lightly stirring it. The boil has happened. We have brought it to a boil, so we're going to get ready in just a second to cut this heat down and cover it. Everything is coming right along, guys. We are almost done. The last step is covering it up, and then you uncover it and eat it. As soon as it comes to a boil, you do not want to cover it up right there. You want to give it, as you see, the rice is coming in alive. It's getting involved in what's going on, and that heat is boiling. It's mixing in with that juice right now. So you want to give the rice just an opportunity to pop up and join the party. So right now, that's what we're doing. We're making sure that it doesn't burn by keeping it stirred up. As you see, it's starting to look delicious, man. It was looking delicious already, but it's starting to come together. Now what we're gonna do is cover it up and simmer it for 25 minutes, and then we'll come back and check it out. Top's going on, time to simmer for 25 minutes. We are about 10 minutes away from opening up the pot, making the big reveal. It's done, it's finished, it's ready to eat. We're gonna just check it out real quick. We are not going to stir it. You don't want to disturb your rice when it's cooking like this. When rice is cooking, you let rice cook and do what it's supposed to do. So we're not gonna disturb it much. We already stirred it before we got started. That's why we mixed in the seasonings and everything together to get an even distribution of seasonings and rice and meat, and everything was mixed up properly. So now we don't have to worry about going in there and messing with it halfway through and then ending up with sticky, clunky rice because you did it wrong. Leave your rice alone all the way until the finish. Stir it before you start so your rice will be all right. We're just gonna peek in real quick and just see how it's going. Ah, goodness. Probably should have put something on my fingers because that top is hot. Sneak peek. The rice is in there, it's settling in. Right now it's cooking on simmer, so it's on very, 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 very low. We just letting the rice puff up and do its thing. It's cooking slowly over time for 25 minutes. So we're gonna leave that alone for the next, I think we have maybe 10 to 12 more minutes. We're gonna leave it alone. It's still cooking on simmer, and when it finishes, that's when we're gonna take the top off. I'll stir it up for you and you'll get a chance to see all the magic. We'll be right back in 10 minutes, let's go. Before we get to the big reveal, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I think y'all feeling these cooking videos. I saw the reviews. I've been looking at the analytics. I'm trying to give y'all what y'all want. I'm still doing my lifestyle content, my lifestyle, but I'm going to add the stuff that y'all want to see. I'm going to be more consistent. I hope this is it. So if this is what y'all feeling, if this is what y'all like, budget meals, weekday budget meals, Cajun budget meals at that, hit that like button, comment, and just let me know. Show me some love so I can know this is the lane that I need to stay in for a little bit. Y'all let me know. Here go the reveal. Let's go. All right. Look what we got. We have a beautiful skillet of dirty rice, perfectly made. I know, you see, it look a little dry right now. It kind of does, but that's because it's just been sitting. Oh, now look at it. Now look at it. Look at how it's shining now. Look at that moisture in it now. That's because that moisture was at the bottom, man, and it was cooking up through the rice. That's why we steam it like that, so it cooks all the way through. Man, look at that rice. I wish y'all could smell it right now. This rice looks amazing. It ain't sticky, as you can see. It's nice and fluffy. Perfect rice, perfect dinner. 30-minute meal, just like that, we done. You could do it, it's easy to do. One skillet, 3 ingredients, y'all. So Bear, how do we do? Did we do good? Yeah? That's it, that's all. I told you it was gonna be quick. I told you it was gonna be cheap. I told you it was gonna be easy, and I told you it was gonna be Cajun. I hope I told you everything that it was, because it was exactly what I said it was gonna be. Did we cheat with the Louisiana packaging, the pre-made seasoning pack? Kinda. In the eyes of a Cajun, it's cheating. I have to say it. I can't take all the credit for that because I know what I know. But this is just as good for a weekday meal. If you ain't got time for all that, Yeah, man, don't worry about what nobody else say. This is your food, this is your dinner, your meal, and it's going into your stomach and your family's stomach. And I hope that you enjoy it, because me and my family about to enjoy it. So if you like it, 30 minutes is all it takes. 3 ingredients, seasoning, brown your meat, let the rice do its thing, and then you got dinner. Dirty rice, y'all. As you see, it cooked the whole skillet off of that family pack. We're gonna feed the family of 3 on that one, so that'll give you an idea also of how much you need to make. So hope you enjoyed the video. Until the next one, hit that subscribe button, y'all, and watch the video all the way through. Thank y'all. I love y'all. We out. Let's go.